So this is going to be part of my fourth part method series on making pinch bows / tux bows, depending on where you're from. And this is going to be an entirely no-sew version done with the glue gun. And I've got 3-inch ribbon, 2-inch ribbon, 1.5 and 1-inch ribbon, so show you the different creases and sort of best techniques for all three of the measurements, so you can see the difference, etc., and how to get your creases nice and even. This is a 4-pinched version on the 3-inch ribbon. I've already got one out of the shop to show you how to do the 4 and the 3 pinches, so you can see which method you prefer. But I had to put the pinches off screen just so I've got a guide, because getting 4 in on 3 inches is the trickiest one of the techniques to do. So this is what it looks like. The gluing also gives you a bit of a bulky middle compared to some, but like I said, it's personal preferences. And the other thing is the reason I've done the 4 different versions, because there's this one which is the no-sew glued, there's no sewn, and there's thread wrap and thread through versions, and there is hand sewn with templates and hand sewn freehand, because everyone always says that there's best techniques or correct techniques, and I'm always in the belief of finding the technique that works for you, the one that makes you most confident and happy and secure, that you like the look of how your bows are turning out and that it works well for you. So like I said, always think about that. Like same with your learning, find the best way that suits how you work. So like I said, that's why I've done all 4 methods, and like I said, all the videos will be linked below in the descriptions once I've got everything all uploaded and everything. Same with all your measurements and things like that, all of the information, crease amounts and suggested template sizes, all of those kind of things are always in my description boxes in case I've spoken too fast while I'm making things. So like I said, I'm going to get on with it. Like I said, I've got all these ones already pre-glued because the technique's pretty much the same on all. What I do is I heat seal all my ends, and always do it in the blue, not the orange bit. Both ends folded in half, crease this bit and hold. And what I also do is I fold these sides down both by about 1/2 centimetre, and I hold that between my fingers and I go like that all the way across until I've got 2 clear lines either side like this. Now the reason I always tell you to stay in the clear bit of the flame, the clear bit is the bit that heat seals nicely without any issues. If you use the blue bit, this happens. Can you see? You get like that smoke heat like mark on your ribbon, and it's especially pronounced on your paler ribbon. So like I said, that's why I always stay in that nice clear blue bit as close to the clip, the light metal bit of your lighter, as you can manage. Okay, like I said, I did this today, so I thought it was a perfect example to show you what I was talking about when I tell you. So for glued versions, I've got a nice crease here, and try and use as little glue as possible, but I've got a dual temperature glue, so when I do this I go up to 100 because the glue runs a little bit faster, so I can use less and spread it out more. But yeah, you don't need a lot. Like I said, very, very thin layer, and bring your crease line to your crease line. And what I do is I press down, make sure that that glue's thinned out, and then on our new crease line here, again, very thin layer, don't need a lot. Don't be afraid to use the tip of your glue gun to spread it out a little bit. Take this side and bring that new crease line over the top of that one, so that when you fold up, your edges are balanced on your side. And again, like I said, don't be afraid to sort of squish your glue a little bit so it's a thinner layer to work with, because that will take out some of the bulk in the middle. Now with your 3-inch ribbon, for 3 pinches, 3 creases, you start with your join lines facing up, and you want to go up so that these edges are even. Hold your pinch here with your thumb, and you want to go back against your thumb and then into that middle piece, and then from this side you want to press down till you join that middle side there, and then fold that back in so that your creases are all lined up, so all of these are even and all your ridges this side are lined up. And as you can see from where my glue is, I've got those 3 little bumps, which is the centre line. So when you go to glue, that's where you want your glue to go. So I'll pop that a little bit open, and you don't want to go overboard on your glue either, because otherwise it will seep out the sides and you'll see it outside of your centres. So put a little bit in there, hold them together a couple of seconds, make sure those bumps from your glue are lined up, can you see? And then turn it over, let it open just a little bit, like this. And again, not much, you just want a tiny pearl of glue between each of those layers. Press it together, make sure that those are still lined up, like so. And then the other thing I do while I'm waiting for the glue to set a little is I will put a little clip on until I'm certain that it's all set. But this is what you get. You get your 3 creases in the centre, your 2 dips on either side, and on your back you get this piece in and that side in, and your 2 lines. Okay, and that's the look of a glued 3 crease on your 3-inch ribbon. Now I've got this one here, this is a glued 3-inch as well, because on the 4 creases it takes a little bit more skill, as I've said. So what you want to do is we fold up the centre again, and you want to come, so instead of the crease line up, you have your crease line down. So pinch that up to your centre, then you want to go back against your thumb, about halfway, not completely, and then you take this one and you fold that up. So you've got this, so this is the effect you've got the other side. So on one half of the ribbon, so just one half, you've already got 2 creases in, and then use that as a guide on your other side. So fold that over so it meets that edge, and then up so it meets this side, and down again, like so. And if you use your edges like I just showed you there, after you've got that first pinch in, it will keep them even, because like I said, that's the key to keeping your dips nice on both sides, as you can see. And then I always have a habit of gluing the front first, so like I said, let that open just a little bit, tiniest drops of glue, can you see, not masses. Press that together and hold, keep it held while you let this side pop open just a little bit. And like I said, glue just tiny little not a lot. We don't want to go overboard. We just want a little bit in those creases. Pinch it shut. Like I said, use your clip for a little while, whether or not it's the guide ones like mine or a natural alligator clip, whichever you prefer. And like I said, keep that on until you're happy that that's secure. But as you can see, we've got 4 even creases in 1, 2, 3 out on the back. We've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 nice even dips on both sides. So that's your front, that's your back. I'll just bring both of them in shot for you. That's what 3 creases looks like. That's what 4. So like I say, it's all about your personal preferences and which you think looks best. So now we're going to do the 2-inch version. And with the 2-inch, we fold with the non-join line up. So fold up. Actually, let me try. We'll do 3 creases on this one. So fold with the crease line up. Do your edges so they're like so, even. Hold your pinch here in the middle. And fold back and down so that those edges join, and then use this side as your guide, back and up, so that all 4 are in alignment, and the same on your front. Those 3 natural raised bits where the glue is in are in alignment. Okay, open it just ever so slightly, and like I said, tiniest bits of glue. And again, depending on your personal preferences, you can do this with the 2 creases in 2-inch as well, depending on what you personally prefer. As you saw there, I almost went overboard with the glue and it's going into my dips. We don't want that. I don't feel heat, so I've gone in and taken that out a little bit so we can't see that when we put a wrap on. So glue that side and then let that open a little bit, and like I said, a little bit of glue. Don't want to repeat on this side as what I just did the other side. Just enough to hold it without bulking it up. Okay, so that's your front. Like I said, 2 dips here, 2 dips there, 3 creases in total. That's your back, dip, 2 creases, other dip the other side. And again, I'm just going to put a clip on that to hold it while we wait and put that out of shot. And on the 1.5-inch ribbon, I've got 2 that I made earlier, and I have done a 2 crease version, as you can see, with the 1 dip either side, and I've also done a 3 crease version with the 2 dips either side. So that's what they both look like. So it's all up to you, your personal preference on which you think looks best for your bow style. Okay, so like I said, I did this one in 3. So fold upwards with the crease facing up, thumb, back as a guide, down as a guide, and then back up. So you get your 3 creases. Okay, if you want 2, you use this so your non-crease is facing up, up, back against your thumb, back against your thumb, glue, glue. So like I said, that one is all about your personal choice, which you prefer. And on the 1 inch, your non-join line up, fold so your edges meet there, fold against your thumb against that first pinch, repeat the other side. Okay, now these are the trickiest ones because you need the tiniest amount of glue. This is why I prefer thread wrapping on the smaller ones, just so you don't overdo it. You can basically use the glue residue on the tip of your glue gun rather than sort of squeezing any. That's my suggestion when you do it. See that like little extra bit you've got there? And like any dribbles you've got, use that rather than, like I said, actually using your trigger on your gun. Because like I said, and too much, and like I said, it comes into these bits here and then you can't hide it with your wrap. So when you do this, if you've gone overboard on the glue, you'll see it in these dips, and like I said, that just makes it look terrible. So like I said, use that little bit of residue on the smaller ones rather than, like I said, pulling that trigger and overloading the bows. But there you go, there's a super cute 1 inch ribbon one, and I use about 6 inches on 1 inch, 7 inches on 1.5, 8 on 2 inch, and 12 on 3 inch. So let's unclip, because they're all set now. Only takes a couple of minutes for the glue to be completely done. And that is your no-sewed glue technique. Like I said, if you need any more extra help or advice, I've got links to my Facebook page and group in the description below. There's also links to the other 3 versions of the video, like I said, templates, hand sewn and threaded no sew. So like I said, work out which one works best for you, and like I said, use that one. Don't let people tell you what is the best method or the correct method. Choose what works for you. And thank you for watching. Hopefully you found this all useful, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thanks, bye.